Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have swatches for you from the Sirens of Summer collection by Lacquer. These release June 10th. In the description box below I will link the Rogue site as well as their Instagram page, and I will link my Instagram page where you can see more swatches of this trio. I will also link their Facebook fan group page because they do have like early announcements on there that they don't put on Instagram, so if you're not following that page I highly recommend it. So we have 3 polishes that are Mermaid-y based, and let's go ahead and get started. So first we have Shell Yeah, and this is a pinky red jelly base with a ton of different ultra chrome chameleon flakies and a scattering of a pink shimmer. So here is our first coat of Shell Yeah. This is pretty sheer here on this first coat. It does just leave a nice wash of color, but you do get a good amount of those glitters. This is a jelly base, so it is going to have to be built up, but it does have a really nice formula, no running or pulling. It's very easy to work with. So here is 2 coats, and this does build up nicely on 2 coats, but it is still pretty sheer, so I'm going to go ahead and show you a 3rd coat. I also did a macro of each of these polishes as a topper over black. I have that on my Instagram page. If you're interested in seeing it, it is linked in the description box below. The glitter in here is going to dry slightly textured, so you will want a nice glossy top coat, potentially 2 coats of top coat to get everything nice and smooth. It's also going to be a little bit difficult to remove, so you will want to use either pure acetone or a peel-off base coat before you apply, and this is pretty much completely opaque in 3 coats here, so there is 3 coats. Up next we have I Washed Up Like This, and this is a turquoise green blue jelly base with those same ultra chrome chameleon flakies, but this one has a strong blue shimmer. So here's our first coat of I Washed Up Like This, and this has the same formula as Shell Yeah. It is pretty sheer here on this first coat. It is a jelly base, so it is going to have to be built up, but again, a nice formula, easy to use, easy to work with, no running, pulling, staining, anything of that sort. And once again, you do get a ton of these little flakies and glitters out without having to do any kind of swirling or holding the bottle upside down or anything like that. So a second coat does add a good amount of color, but it is a little bit sheer still, so I am going to go ahead and go in for a 3rd coat. And again, I like this layered over black. I do have that on my Instagram page if you're interested in seeing that. So here's 3 coats, and this does cover about 95% here on 3 coats. It's one of those things where nobody would notice the nail line but yourself. Again, it's going to dry textured. It's going to be a little bit difficult to remove, so you will want a nice glossy top coat and potentially a peel-off base coat. So there is 3 coats. And lastly, we have I'm A Mermaid, and this is a deep purple jelly base with those ultra chrome chameleon flakies, and it looks like this one is mostly a blue to green, and it does have a strong pinky purple shimmer. So here's our first coat of I'm A Mermaid. And again, it is very sheer here on this first coat. It is a jelly base, so it is going to have to be built up. If this was any more opaque though, the other elements of this polish, the flakies and the glitter, wouldn't be as visible. So here's 2 coats. This builds up nicely in 2 coats, but it is going to go ahead and need that 3rd coat, and as you build this one up, the shimmer in here stands out really, really nicely. Again, you get a good amount of flakies without having to do anything special. All of these pretty much have the same easy to work with formula as well. So again, this is about 95% completely opaque in 3 coats. Again, it's going to dry textured. It's going to be slightly difficult to remove, so you will want a nice peel-off base coat or pure acetone for removal, and 1 or 2 coats of a glossy top coat. So there is 3 coats. So my favorite of this collection is I Washed Up Like This, not just because of the name, even though it's cute as can be, but the shade is just everything. I love the flakies that are in here. I love the green base. Green is easily one of my favorite shades to wear. I love everything about this one. It's so beautiful, and I know a lot of people don't like to wear greens, but I feel like this is one of those greens that's super wearable and just beautiful on every skin tone. So I Washed Up Like This is easily my favorite. And that is it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of these polishes. Let me know if you plan on picking any of them up, and let me know what your favorite was. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.